So we're kind of leaving this section open to my allies to defend. Agent captured, Nero. I'll set up a rescue operation. Well, alright then. Collaboration in Russia increased by 20. Resistance contacts in America. I mean, that sounds like it could be useful. Now, do we have someone who's good at rescuing? No. So, Huntergruff, we're just going to send you. And I think I want to start doing some resistance contacts in Russia. Which is going to be you two. Now, where can we do that? Oh, just here in the south. Not really worth it, then. I was kind of hoping that we could, because the Americans had their civil war, if we could do resistance for the people that America just started to oppress, then that would be good for us. Oh, that collaboration government didn't do anything because Russia's already a puppet. Alright. Would you like to actually spread out? Maybe? Just an idea? In fact, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab half of you and I'm going to stick you lot. Oops. That side. As long as we don't get cut off up here. Oh man, supply is going to be absolutely hideous. Alright, don't worry Britain, tanks are on their way. And we should be able to apply quite a lot of pressure here. There we go. Yep. Rommel has arrived. Rommel has arrived in America. Haha! Just tuning in, was the world set to default governments? The world is set to monarchist governments wherever they're possible, except for America, who I made have their civil war. So, like, monarchist Germany, monarchist France, monarchist Spain, monarchist Britain, monarchist Hungary, Romania, not Yugoslavia, they can't. No, monarchist Yugoslavia, yeah, they can. So yeah, just monarchists everywhere. Monarchists of the world rejoice. We're out of manpower. Is that expected? Now, do I have a women in the workplace type thing? That's agents. This is the military parades, which doesn't really do me much. Not doing that because we're already the European Union. No, doesn't look... Oh, yes, we can. So long as we have more than 79% war support, which we do. Oh, no, 84% war support. Because we're non-aligned. So, yes, that is absolutely doable. We also have the stability for it. So we need the political power to total mobilize, women in the workplace, manpower level up. So that's a lot of political power we basically need to use. Also, we are now protecting down here, so I'm going to need you lot. Let's do this, and then make you do not access. We still have a bunch of units on the way in. Okay, the yellows have started to arrive, so I'm going to want the yellows to start pressing out as soon as they can. Probably. If you see an opportunity to attack, then please, by all means, take it. Because all of these guys are still getting their prep together. Their organisation is really bad. I think you're going to need some time to get planning preparation going. Even though their organisation is bad, we can't push against them. Alright, yellows. Yellows I suspect probably can. Yes, they can. I want to reunite this line, and I want to start getting some more ports in Canada, so that we don't have the terrible supply situation. Air superiority I definitely want to invest in. And a new idea. I'm not going to take any because I need the political power. Malaya's being invaded. So is southern India. Oh dear. But we have at least started to arrive in India. So that's you guys. So let's do a front line against this with the intention of pushing back to here. And then let's get a small... Well, let's get half of you forming a line down here to go and push back the naval invasion if we can. I mean, we have completely surrounded this place with submarines, but their main fleet is here, unfortunately. Alright, see what you can do. Do I use nuclear weapons? They're not worth it. Oh, they are absolutely worth it, but I find they make the game a bit boring, so I never actually do. Basically easy mode. I suspect that India is going to be very difficult to hold. I'm not convinced that we're going to be able to. Not at all convinced. Alright, meanwhile, down here in the south, the last of the tank division seem to be arriving. So as long as we hold on to Charleston, we'll be good. I mean, supply here is problematic because these units are so heavy. So let's drop a staff office plan so we can start to push out. And in fact, with that in mind, let's actually start thinking about precisely what we want to do here. We need to take more of the coast. Port here, port here. Take those two ports and supply should be fine, because the infrastructure of America is excellent. Alright, off you go, Rommel. Show them what German armour can do. Might also want to look at getting an airport in the south. That is true. There's one there. There's one here. It's on the way. And this northern push is going straight through it. So that should get us this. Britain's also done a naval invasion of Florida. So Britain looks like they're just going to carpet America in naval invasions, which I'm perfectly fine with. Then Guderian, I want you. You have a front line. Oh no, you have a front line. I want your front line to do this. And we're going to be so low on supply throughout all of this, I suspect that you're just not going to be able to push. Your entire job is just a roadblock. I think the main damage is actually going to be done down here. And let's get the tank divisions. All here. Supply is a pretty hefty problem here. Right, so we are still apparently getting manpower. We're still mobilizing. 3%, 3%. No, we're not. Yes, that famous time that Rommel sacked Atlanta. And Rommel's occupation of Charleston. From his tea plantation headquarters. Alright, you guys are almost in position, that's good. Ooh, you got a cut off. Nice, kill him. How's the old espionage thing going? You're not doing anything. Are there any areas here which I'm not spying on? I don't think I'm spying there. I'm not. You lot are doing far too much just random moving around. Kind of lost momentum down here. Oh, another naval invasion. Well, Britain's doing actually a really good job of just distracting the Germans. Unfortunately, they have Alaska. Is there anything I can really do about this? I don't think so. Not really. I could set up, like, the vaguest of lines to try and cover Alaska. Although that does mean pulling troops away from other parts of the border. Okay, we can change manpower laws. We're going to go up to extensive. Then the next political power that we spend is going to be to increase total mobilization. Okay, so we've got a second port now, which should make supplies easier. Coup in Romania. Dissatisfaction with the country's leadership has risen to dangerous levels in Romania. Prince Michael has instigated a coup with the aid of substantial elements of the military. Early reports it is successful. Do you want to join us now? Nope, you're even less likely to join us. Oh, Prince Michael, you have chosen poorly. Are the convoys getting through to America? Yeah. We are actually doing a pretty good job of the supply escort. Oh, another naval invasion. Man, Britain's been really good for that. You know what, I'm going to try and help protect you if I can. Stretching my supply lines a little bit thin. Yeah, we could really do with some more destroyers. What are we producing destroyer-wise? Ah, okay, so we are producing a lot of destroyers. We just can't deploy them. But now that the manpower law has changed, that should fix itself pretty quickly. It's just the ships. The convoy capacity. I mean, these are tanks. These are extremely supply-intensive units, so the fact that we are short doesn't surprise me. If we could take Norfolk, that would actually be a really big deal. Yeah, these American units are going to be pretty big and very well equipped. But it does look like we're putting some serious pressure, because of all of the naval invasions, on the American lines, which is good to see. If you see an opportunity, then please do take it. And likewise for you. If you see an opportunity, take it. Oh, we killed him. Excellent. Okay, that was unexpected. Let's go reduce your line down to here so the tanks move in support a bit better. You go into Norfolk. Go to Norfolk. Go to Norfolk. Oh man, if you can get to Norfolk first, that would be amazing. Like, even if you get cut off, it doesn't matter because of the supply here. And Norfolk's a big port. It's a level 10 naval base, whereas Charleston's only a level 2. And whatever this one is a level 1. Yeah, that's why we're struggling for supply. If we take Norfolk, this is going to be a huge deal. And they have to get through this province first. I think we're going to do it. By Jove, I think we're going to do it. Also, the yellows are pushing. Excellent. Ooh, if we take Boston as well. And Provence. Or Providence, rather. This is not France. Yes!
Los, ausrücken! Befehle? Ausrücken! Befehle? Unter Beschuss. Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken. Achtung!
Come on, people. Let's get some support in there. How long is it going to hold? 5 more days. Hopefully that'll be enough. Fingers crossed. Get some more rubber in so we can increase our aircraft production. Speaking of aircraft, we now have an airbase. So air support is incoming. We actually have air superiority over New England and the Eastern Seaboard, which is excellent. And we have sufficient supply. Good. Good, 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 good. Norfolk held. Counterattack is beginning. If we can push out, then my allies can start really sending some troops in to support as well. And then the rush along the sea can really begin. And see if we can unite up with some of these British invasions. I don't know how much my allies... they are sending troops, especially the Brits. And what's going on the Japanese front? Like, I dread to think just how much attrition there is over here. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's only really Mongolia that's struggling. Oh, and Qing. Yeah, I suspect quite strongly that I don't need to be here anymore. I think I can probably shift all of these guys to assisting in India. And then I'll basically take over the Indian front.
Befehle! Bereit! Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Angetreten.
Alright, let's shift you away.
Zuhören.
Russia should have had enough time to re-establish their units. I mean, they are recruiting. Not very quickly, but they are recruiting.
Unter Beschuss.
Oh, this is being held by Canada. Wait, really? Oh no, it's Britain. So that's a different colour. That can't be Canada. Oh, have they taken Vancouver? No, they haven't. Good. Don't let them. Because I suspect that there's a fair bit of supply coming in from the other direction.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
We do seem to be losing a little bit of ground down here in this. Ooh. Why are we not guarding? Okay, you're coming in. Good. Yeah, don't lose control of the naval positions. We need those.
Zuhören.
We need those quite badly. I wonder where on earth the US Navy is. Pacific Coast, maybe? I mean, they've kind of got to be.
Ihre Befehle.
And this isn't Kaiserreich, so there's no bloody naval crossing across here. Straight crossing, whatever they're called. Britain's running out of ports to naval invade. I mean, they're doing a pretty damn good job of it. They could still invade down here. I mean, there's lots of ports on the Gulf of Mexico. And if they could bail out Mexico too, that would be even better. I mean, the Mexicans are still putting up a heck of a fight here in Guadalajara. Meanwhile, we're not a million miles away from Washington. Let's go and hold on to that. Now we just need to link these two together. So can I get you lot just to attack into here with you supporting? And then we'll just link this whole line up. That would be a hell of a lot better. And then we should have sufficient supply coming in through the north. Yeah, we do. Like this bit especially is it's fine. Right, spies. How are we doing? We have rescued our operative. I think we do want to infiltrate the American army. We'll do that with you two. Off you go. Manpower, meanwhile, is recovered. Excellent. So now I just need to get enough political power to total mobilize. We are still a little bit short on various things, including now medium tanks. Okay, I definitely need to rejig some of this because we have a lot of things not being built. So we're going to reduce the amount of fighters we're producing. That does fill up all of those deficits. Medium tanks, I would say, are a serious concern, so we'll make some more of those. And then more of each of those. Especially the AT against America. And we'll buy in some more goods. We don't need nearly as much aluminium now. Madagascar, meanwhile, can send me more. Iberia, meanwhile, can send me more. And we're also a tiny bit low on steel, though I think I'll just leave that for the time being, because I'll be importing steel by units of 80. Science slot available, thank you. 2 of them, in fact. Oil production, resource extraction.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Right, don't want them reinforcing here. And there we go. Okay, cool. Gonna cancel your line right now. Then draw you a pretty line all the way across here. Down to here. And then your objective now is gonna be this.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And this. Carry on.
Ihre Befehle?
Oh, got there in the last second. But the tanks are making a good push. And we have actually linked up. Took another port as well, so hopefully the British are going to be sending more and more troops in. In fact, it looks like a bunch of our allies are. To go and make use of the openings that we have established. We also have Boston and Providence. So that's going to be 2 more naval bases up here in the north. Meanwhile, how's my army for going after Romania doing? And when is that going to finish? Not for 70 days yet. That's fine. That should give these tanks enough time to finish training. And then we can assign those to the Romanian front and hopefully take Romania out nice and quickly. Hopefully. Naval Doctrine. I'm going to start doing fleet and being because I actually want capable escort fleets. And trade interdiction has absolutely god-awful convoy escort. And considering how poor my fleet is going to be, about the only thing that we can really afford to do is going to be convoy escort. Are you actually escorting? You're not escorting. Come on, join the fun. And we do now have enough manpower again so that recruitment can continue. Ah, you guys were cut off. Right.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Los, los, los!
In fact, I think what I'm going to do for you is... How many of you are there? There's only 5 units. Yeah, as long as you hold on to Vancouver, then, quite frankly, I'll be happy. He says as... Oh no, that's not Vancouver. Okay. Cut off again down there, but it's not my problem. Alright, I need to reduce your frontage. So it's just like this. And then I want you just attacking straight across here. Meanwhile, you lot need to have an objective as well, which is going to be to push out to, say, here.